Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things real estate here in Louisville, Kentucky and beyond. My name is Joan Pauly and I'm serving as your guide to through all the neighborhoods in Louisville, Kentucky. So if you're considering moving, you'll have a little background information. So today we're going to focus on a place called Germantown. It's as all the other neighborhoods that we've focused on, it's very unique. It logically got its name Germantown from the influx of German residents back in the 1800s. And in proximity, it's close to downtown Louisville and real close to the Highlands, which is another neighborhood we highlighted last week. So as usual, what we're going to do is we're going to look at some map context so you'll know where it is. We'll also talk about what it's like to live in the neighborhood, what the schools are there that you have access to, and then of course the premier reason why you're here, which is to take a look at some of the inventory that's available and the price points on those. So stick with me, and first up is some geographic and demographic context. Okay, so let's first take a look at the map and see where Germantown is in proximity to other parts of Louisville. So as you can see, Germantown is not that far from downtown, and it's very close. If you look to the right, you'll see Tyler Park, Cherokee Park. That's considered the Highlands, and so Germantown is literally right next door to the Highlands. So it's one of those inner ring historic neighborhoods. So in terms of context, this is exactly where Germantown's located. In terms of demographics, I'm going to look at my little cheat sheet here. The total population in Germantown is 14,362, with the median age being 36.8. The number of housing units, 8,753. Here's something interesting. The median year built is 1938. So that speaks to the historical nature of Germantown, and if you like older homes, this is a place for you. And it really is right at 50-50 owner occupied and rentals. Again, it's very similar to the Highlands in that a lot of the servers or the people that are renting like to be able to walk everywhere and live in close proximity to downtown Louisville. So I think that accounts for a lot of the even split renter and owner. Germantown is also very walkable. I've got my walk score up here, and it has a walk score of 73. Germantown is very walkable. Most errands can be accomplished on foot in Germantown. So that's also a very big draw for people that want to get around on foot or on bike, as opposed to always using their vehicle to drive. Okay, next up, we're going to talk about what it's like to actually live in the community, where you can go hang out and have some fun and spend some relaxing downtime. The best website I've found that's the most accurate is go-to-louisville.com, and that's where I pull a lot of my information. So I'm going to be following along on that website in terms of highlighting some of the restaurants and some of the other activities that you can do. So this is the most challenging part for me, because I could list 30 restaurants, bars. It's just so much to do. So I'm going to highlight a few and show you some pictures along the way. First up, we're going to start off our day by going to Bean, which is a local roaster. So you can watch your coffee being roasted. And then the write-up I love about it, because this really does speak to a lot of Louisville, but a lot of Germantown. Bean's not fancy, nor is it interested in fads. It's a cozy, friendly, community-centered gathering place focused on the natural profile of this ancient crop. He also will make sandwiches or bagels, so it's not just coffee. You can also get food there, but it's a really cool place to go and start your day. Go hang out. And then another place that we want to highlight is Hammerheads, and it's very well known because it literally has a hammerhead over the entryway into the restaurant, and it's kind of cool because it's down a little basement. There's only 2 steps down, but it's you go in there. It's super cozy. It's super small, but the food is absolutely delicious. Then we've got Four Pegs and Smokehouse and Bar. And it serves smoked foods for both meat eaters and vegetarians. And one of the cool things about it is it's located in a historic building that's been in Germantown for 150 years. Then you've got another tradition, Check's Cafe. It's been in Germantown and is an institution there for more than 60 years. And as they say, it's the kind of place where cold beer and inexpensive, tasty food, German and American dishes go hand in hand. Rolled oysters or fried bologna. You can get either one. Then we also, Hawks is, it is definitely in an old building that's been an institution. It's one of the most historic sites in the area, and it's located actually in some place called Schnitzelberg, which is a little neighborhood inside of Germantown. But it's in an old building that got its start. It was a handy person store and kind of a hangout for the locals since 1912. And it's now reopened as a bar and restaurant. So it's got a lot of history and of course a lot of great food. Then if you want some Italian, there's let's see, Italian is Sereno, and that I have not been there, so I'm going to take it from the write up that it's delicious. I don't have any doubt about that. And last but not least is Dairy Castle, and that is, I mean, in the summertime, it's just a great place to go and hang out and have some ice cream. It's been around for more than 40 years, and it's just a nice way to walk down after a meal, have some ice cream, hang out. So that's, like I said, I could spend 30 minutes on just all the restaurants. I didn't even cover the different bars that you can go to, both, of course, bourbon and the local breweries there. So I hope the sampling of what the variety of food and places you can go to gives you quite literally a flavor of the area. But I think the overwhelming takeaway for me with Germantown and where you can go hang out is literally, it is hangout. It is a community focused hangout place. Not fancy. It's where you go and just want to put up your feet and have a cold beer with a friend. Shotgun style homes are definitely an incredible part of the fabric of Germantown. And you know, the old story of the reason why you call it a shotgun house is because they say you can fire a shotgun in the front door and the bullet will go all the way through the house, nothing obstructing it, and out the back door. That's true what they say about it, but the deeper historical meaning behind these shotgun houses is they were designed for ventilation. This isn't, during the days of air conditioning. So these homes are cute as a button. I've often said that if shotgun house was a person, that's the kind of person I'd want to go have a beer with. It's workforce housing, really. And in Germantown, there's been a renaissance and a rehabbing of so many of the shotguns that were in disrepair. So this is a big part of the town. And when we go into the section where we talk about what's currently for sale, you'll see some of the shotguns and get some price information on that. I will bet that you've never heard of the Dainty Contest in Schnitzelberg. If you have, my hat's off to you. Let's talk about Schnitzelberg first. I just like saying that name. It's a neighborhood within Germantown. You can look at the map here so you can see basically where it is. You can see that it's a small area inside of Germantown, and you can see some historical photos here, which is, I think, very cool. And well, there's Hawk's Handy Store. It opens in 1912. That is now a restaurant. Now, Mr. Hawk is responsible for bringing back the Daisy contest. And they do it every summer in front of his store. And it's a game that originated from German immigrants. And it starts back in the early 1800s. And it was one of the mainstays of Germantown, Schnitzelburg. Now, I think it fell out, but then Mr. Hawk and Charlie Wittner in 1971 brought it back. So the game requires 2 items, and it's a dainty and a bat, and it looks a lot harder than it is. So looking at this video here, it's just everybody there is having a good time, and everyone's good sports about it. If you're an older person, you're going to like this. All players must be 45 years or older to participate in the contest. So it's just a lot of fun. You've got, of course, you've got music and food everywhere and people on the streets. So it's one of those good old-fashioned summertime events that only Germantown can boast. Now let's check into schools, and there's lots of choices. So I'm going to refer you to the website that I use for Jefferson County Public Schools. We'll talk about public schools first. So for the first group of schools, there's 2 zip codes in Germantown, and one is 40217. So if we plug in 40217, then what's going to come up for those schools are, for the elementary schools, there's 3. There's Bloom Elementary, Camp Taylor, and Shelby Traditional Academy. Then for middle school, there's Highland Middle. And for high school, there is Atherton High School. Now, the other zip code that you can put in there that affects Germantown is 40204. And they have Alex Kennedy, Breckenridge/Franklin, Chenoweth, Field, and St. Matthews as all elementary schools. Now, some of those are not technically located in Germantown, but if you do have a 40204 address, then those schools are actually available to you. Then in middle school is Westport Middle, and high school is Wagner. So you do have a tremendous amount to choose from. I would say the vast majority of the zip codes, the houses will fall within the zip code of the 40217. So take a look at all those schools. You have lots to choose from in terms of private schools. And next up, we'll talk about some of the private Catholic schools that you have available to you. In terms of private schools, you go to LouisvilleCatholicSchools.com and you put in the zip code, and for Germantown, it's, if I want to get it right, 40217. And you'll see a whole list that'll come up, and it looks like there's about 15 available, both, high school, middle, elementary school. There's about that many within a 5-mile radius. So in addition to the rich public school inventory, you also have a very rich inventory of, these happen to be Catholic private schools. So check those links out. I'm going to have them in the comment, or not the comment, the description, so that you can take a look for yourself and research those. But in terms of school options, there are a tremendous amount for you to take a look at. So we're going to go look at some property, and I'm going to be doing this cold. I haven't looked in here before, so you and I are going to be looking through this together at the same time. So many of you know the drill that have been watching my other videos. You go to paulyrealestate.com. Then once you're there, you come down and go to the most up-to-date listings. That takes us to Finish Line Realty, which is my brokerage company. And we can scroll down here to communities, and here's Germantown. Wow, not much on the market now at all. Only 4 listed. Wow. Average days on market 30. Average square feet, price per square foot, $214.54, and median list price is $307,200. So here we go. We got one that's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It looks like it's a shotgun. Sometimes if you can see these, I'm not sure if this belongs to this house or that house. But for those that you don't know, shotgun houses that have an additional second floor up top are called camelback, because it looks like a camel carrying a camel. So this is, let's take a look real quick at what it looks like here. 274.5. Yeah, it looks pretty classic. A lot of the shotguns, like what we talked about before, have been rehabbed. And instead of having it open from the front door to the back door, where there wasn't much privacy, people are going through and updating them. Here's one. This doesn't look like a shotgun, but it's $339. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We can take a look at that and see. Got a nice porch screened in, it looks like, which is great. Well, let's just look at the full size. Nice trees, shaded area, help with utilities. Nice, cute little front porch there. Beautiful original floors. Remember me telling you early on that the average age, well, the median age is in the 1930s. So this looks like one of those homes that was built back then. So, yeah, got all that charm. It looks like they have done some updates, though. So that one's listed at $339.9, and they've done some rehabbing to it, but the bones are still there. So let's see, $339.9. Then $359. This is 3 beds, 2 bath. So let's look and see if they describe this as a camelback. Beautifully renovated to meet today's modern standards. Step onto the front porch. So let's just, instead of reading about it, let's just take a look at what that looks like. This does actually look like it's definitely a shotgun. I just can't tell if it's a camelback or not. It's not unusual to have 2 entrances like this. I used to own a shotgun house in downtown Louisville, had 2 entrances like this. Let's see, it looks like it's nicely landscaped. And this is what I mean. They've with a lot of the rehab shotguns, they put in hallways so that the bedrooms can have privacy, because nobody wants to be walking through your master bedroom to get to the kitchen. So this is AI staged for the most part, but it looks definitely like they've done a tremendous amount of upgrades. That is true with Germantown. Germantown, you used to be able to buy a shotgun for a song, and a lot of investors came in and did fix and flips. So you do have that as part of the history here. This one's $229, 3-bed, one bath. So there's really not that much for sale, and it looks like all of them for sale are the shotgun style homes. So they go fast in here. If what I've talked about as far as all the amenities with Germantown, if that interests you and you want to live there, then just know that you got to have everything, all your ducks in a row. You would have to jump on it fast. We would. Hopefully, I could work with you. We would jump on it fast. You'd have to have a pre-approval letter in order to secure the deal, because right now it is still a seller's market. So anyway, that looks like the long and short of what's available, which is not very much, but that's a good flavor for your shotgun houses to see the prices and the various stages of upgrades and how that's reflected in the price. And there you have it. That's Germantown and Schnitzelburg. I hope what I showed you gives you the just the flavor of the place as a close knit community, easy access to amenities in the neighborhood, walkable amenities, and a little idea of how, I take it as a pretty laid back place. One of the things that they say in the description is that it's got a bar on every corner. I don't know if that's exactly true, but lots of places just to hang and enjoy yourself in a really laid back atmosphere. And also looking at the inventory, I hope that lets you know that it's a very vibrant area, and so when things go on the market, they get snatched really quickly. So if I would love to work with you, and like I said, if we want to work together and that's the area you've decided that's where you want to focus on, we would do everything to get you ready so that we could jump on it as soon as it comes on the market and fits what you're looking for. So hopefully that's helpful, and I will see you soon. Take care.